people, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Nigomba Komba Lamo Famadini, and I'm so excited to be having you guys. So on today's video, we're going to be dealing with the national benchmark test. So I myself, last year when I was doing my matric, I really had a hard time with, I didn't know when to apply. I didn't know what to expect. People kept telling me that it's such an easy test, you can pass. It's just a part of life where you're going to write your test and you're going to be so well. But truth of the matter, I really wish someone had told me what to do. Someone had told me the things that I should look out for. So bringing you to the video, it's time to give you some amazing content. Don't forget to subscribe. So first of all, when you book your NBT test, it doesn't have to be too early and it doesn't have to be too late. First of all, if it's too early, you will not cover the content that you're supposed to cover in order to write an NBT test. Because for an NBT test, you have to have covered a lot of stuff because they set things that you have been taught in grade 12 and in grade 11 and other grades, right? So if you are too late, you might find that you don't really love your results, so you want to repeat your test, and then the closing date for applying for NBTs is closed, so you cannot repeat the test. So that's why I say, if you are applying for an NBT test, make sure that it's in between. It's not too early and it's not too late. For example, if the NBT opened on the 1st of April and then they're ending on the 31st of July, what you have to do is apply maybe for a date in June or a date in late May, right? Okay. Secondly, when you book a test for an NBT, make sure that the place that you're booking, if it's a make sure it's a contact. Make sure it's a contact, because if you're booking a contact, make sure it's closer to you, because you don't want to book a place where it's not going to be accessible, where you are going to have to take hours to get there, and maybe you get late for your test. You get there, people are already writing, and you're so confused with yourself. So, and when you book a place, make sure that it's like a place that you can be able to go there. Maybe even if you go the day before. When I wrote my NBT test, I wrote in Palaburo and I'm from Venda. Like, guys, being a rural girl and you're going to a place now, it's kind of difficult, because now I have to find a place where I'm going to reside. I'm going to find a place where I'm going to go there for the night, because at the same time, I have to find a quiet place because I have to study. And then one more thing, book a place. Okay, I did talk about that. I'm reading from my notebook, guys. Okay, so know your formulas and conversions. Know every formula. Like, know your conversions. Know how to convert centimeters into meters, kilometers into hectometers. Know those things. And if you want to know those things, there's this trick I use called King Henry died making delicious chocolate muffins. If you know that trick, or if you want to know more about that trick, please say it, because I want to tell you guys, I want to make sure you guys have the best NBT marks. And then knowing your formulas, like, know every formula that you have to know. There's this formula for Geslow's PV is equals to nRT, formulas like that, Geslow's, no formulas, Newton's law, F net is equals to MA. If there are two types of tests. There's the mathematics one and the English one. For the mathematics one, you can find conversions like volume, where you have to know volume of objects, you have to know volume of whatnot, of this and that, like volumes of different spheres, volumes of different objects. Okay, so NBT can be tricky, so practice your grade 12 maths. Like, guys, NBT can be really tricky, but for English, I just advise you to know your words, know the adverbs, know the verbs, know those things. But for practicing maths, I think that before you write your NBT, make sure that you've completed your syllabus for grade 12, meaning that if you're going to write in June, this is going to be good for you. You're actually going to have to complete the syllabus before June, meaning that even when you go to write your final, you already knew everything before, you did your things way before time, right? And then timing. I remember going to write my NBTs, and I'm going to this, I wrote my NBTs in Palabura Rixil. I forgot the name, but it was somewhere there. And then when I was writing, I'm taking my time writing the English, writing the English one. I'm like, you know, this girl has brains. You know, I'm writing really slow, but what I did not know was that writing slow was going to affect me, because they actually time, like question 1, they're giving you 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes you move, you don't repeat, you don't go back to question 1, they move, you go to question 2, you don't turn your page, you don't do anything. So with that, please be aware of that for English they time, but for mathematics they don't time. They just give you your full 3 hours and then you write your things. But for English they time, and that's something that people don't know, and I want you guys to know, because hello, I want you to get 100%. I want you to come back with the bag. Okay. So for NBTs, I don't know if this year it's still online in contact, but if you are given the options to do online in contact, I advise you to do contact, because with the advices that I'm giving you, it's not only based on my experience, but it's also based on the experience of people that I really know, people who are really bright, people whom I asked how was online, and they were like, yo, dead. Online, like especially if you're from a rural area, like you'll get things like network problems, and that's not something that you would want to see yourself in. You don't want to see yourself in a situation where you know that you could have done better, but you are having online, you're like having problems with the network. So please book a contact. But if you feel that you're in a place where you know you have proper, you know, everything is good, you can go for an online test. But if you're from a rural area like this girl, don't do it. And then think, that's so direct. I mean, that's so direct, no sugarcoating it. Think, when you write an NBT, it needs someone who is able to think. My teacher always said, don't think outside the box, think inside the box. So I advise you guys to think, be able to like brainstorm different things. And with all that said, guys, wishing you luck on your NBT test, and please do subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be sharing this content with you. If you want to comment, and if you want me to do a video on certain stuff, please do comment. I am more than welcome to be answering any questions. Please also follow me on my Instagram at londo/lani. From me to you, stay blessed.